When economic uncertainty looms, whether it's 1933 or 2025, one of the most powerful and grounding actions you can take is growing your own food. You know, today with inflation climbing, job markets shifting, and grocery bills skyrocketing, more and more people are turning back to the wisdom of the past. It's not just about saving a few bucks, it's about building true security, nourishment, and resilience right in your backyard. In this video, we're exploring the top recession-proof vegetables that kept families fed during adversity, and how they can do the same for you today. Our grandparents and great-grandparents didn't have the luxury of takeout or food delivery apps. When difficult times hit, they didn't panic, they planted. Victory gardens and backyard plots fed families, neighbors, and communities through hardships. And now, as we face a potential recession of our own, those same trusted, proven vegetables still hold the power to feed us well. They're easy to grow, affordable, and they store beautifully. Everything you want when planning for lean years ahead. Here are some of the most dependable vegetables that have stood the test of time, and ones you should definitely consider growing in your own recession-proof garden. We begin with the ultimate classic, potatoes. During times of scarcity, families leaned hard on the humble potato because it was calorie-dense, incredibly versatile, and easy to grow in small spaces. Today, in our own recession-proof gardens, those same qualities make potatoes just as essential. Those same traits make it a modern must-have. Whether you're planting in raised beds, grow bags, or even a few buckets on the patio, potatoes deliver pounds of food from each plant. Mashed, fried, baked, or turned into hearty stews, they fill you up and store well through the winter in a cool, dark space. A single harvest can stretch your grocery savings farther than you think. Another crop that shares those same qualities is sweet potatoes. Like potatoes, sweet potatoes are nutrient-rich, versatile, and thrive in a variety of conditions. They were a crucial food source for American families during hard times, providing not only calories but also vitamins and minerals. Grown in similar spaces, sweet potatoes can be roasted, mashed, or baked into pies, offering a delicious way to stretch your food supply and store well through the winter. Both potatoes and sweet potatoes are perfect for today's recession-proof garden, providing nourishing, low-cost food for months. Now, cucumbers, while often seen as a refreshing summer vegetable, can be surprisingly expensive at the grocery store, especially during off-seasons or when prices are driven up by supply chain issues. In contrast, growing your own cucumbers is incredibly cost-effective, requiring only a small investment in seeds or starter plants. Cucumbers are fast-growing and thrive in warm weather, making them a perfect addition to your garden. You can harvest them throughout the growing season, enjoying fresh, crisp cucumbers for salads, sandwiches, and pickling. They're also space-efficient, growing well in raised beds, containers, or vertical gardens. With just a few vines, you can easily produce enough cucumbers to feed your family and share with neighbors. When you grow your own, you're not only saving money on fresh produce, but also ensuring your food is free from pesticides and other chemicals, making them a smart choice for today's recession-conscious gardeners. Zucchini weren't as commonly grown in earlier periods of hardship as some other staples, but they would have fit right in. Today, it's one of the most prolific, low-effort vegetables you can grow, and it absolutely earns its place in a recession-ready garden. A single plant can produce more than a dozen fruits over the season, sometimes faster than you can eat them. It thrives in warm weather, matures quickly, and requires minimal maintenance. During tight times, zucchini becomes a kitchen chameleon. Grate it into fritters, spiral it into noodles, stuff it, bake it, or even sneak it into breads and cakes. And if you're growing extra, it's perfect for sharing, freezing, or even pickling. When you need maximum food from minimal effort, zucchini is a rock-star crop that delivers abundance on overdrive. Cabbage was, and still is, a survival crop. It's fast-growing, productive, and incredibly filling. During the Great Depression, it was common to see cabbage in everything from stews to fried sides. When fresh produce was scarce, fermented cabbage sauerkraut was a lifeline for vitamins and gut health. Today's gardeners can still benefit from this ancient preservation method, turning a single crop into months of tangy, probiotic-rich food. Cabbage is dependable, cold-tolerant, and high-yielding, exactly what you want when you're gardening for security. It's also incredibly versatile in the kitchen, from simple slaws to stir-fries, soups, and even wraps. Plus, it stores well in a cool, dry place, giving you fresh, homegrown meals even when winter sets in. Cabbage is one of those crops that keeps on giving, providing both nutrition and valuable food security when you need it most. One leafy green that's perfect for today's recession-proof garden is collard greens. Collards are not only packed with essential vitamins and minerals, but they were also a staple during tough times, particularly for Southern American families. These hardy greens thrive in cooler weather, making them an ideal crop for early spring or fall planting. Collards are versatile in the kitchen, whether slow-cooked with smoked meats, added to soups and stews, or simply sautéed with garlic. They're easy to grow, store well, and can produce multiple harvests throughout the season, providing you with nutritious, budget-friendly meals when fresh produce is scarce. Growing collard greens today is not just a nod to history, but a smart choice for any gardener looking to save money and add a nutritious, filling vegetable to their meals. Then we have beans, a true staple in any recession-proof plan. Whether it's fresh green beans or dried shell beans, this crop was gold in the 1930s and still is today. Beans grow vertically, saving space while producing generous yields. And they're one of the few vegetables that also give back to the soil, fixing nitrogen naturally. They pair well with other crops like corn and squash in the traditional Three Sisters method, enhancing your garden's health and biodiversity. Plus, they're easy to save seeds from year to year, making them a sustainable choice. Back then, people counted on dried beans for protein when meat was too expensive, and that hasn't changed. They're a nutritious, affordable protein source you can grow, dry, and store all year long. Next, winter squash like butternut acorn and Hubbard also earned their spot in recession-era gardens thanks to their long shelf life. These squashes don't need refrigeration and can last 5 to 6 months after harvest if stored in a cool, dry place. Our grandparents used them in roast soups and even in baked treats. Their thick skins protect the flesh inside, making them ideal for winter meals when fresh produce is scarce. These squash varieties are also rich in vitamins A and C, making them a nutritional powerhouse during lean times. And for today's gardener, well, squash is a low-maintenance, high-output crop that gives you months of food from just a few plants. It's a gift that keeps on giving when your goal is long-term food stability. Grow a few vines now, and you'll thank yourself when grocery prices spike later. Let's not forget, bell peppers are a great addition to any recession-proof garden, as they can be surprisingly expensive to buy, especially when they're out of season or imported from far away. Growing your own bell peppers, however, is a fantastic way to cut costs while enjoying fresh, vibrant peppers right from your garden. These colorful veggies thrive in warm weather and need just a bit of space, making them perfect for backyard gardens, raised beds, or even containers on a patio. Bell peppers are packed with vitamins A and C, and their sweet, crunchy texture makes them perfect for salads, stir-fries, and snacks. A few plants can yield a significant harvest, providing you with fresh peppers throughout the summer and even early fall. Growing your own bell peppers not only saves money, but also gives you the satisfaction of watching them ripen from green to red, yellow, or orange right before your eyes. Finally, we have tomatoes, the real champions of preservation. Tomatoes were prized during periods of hardship because they could be eaten fresh, cooked, or canned. Families filled shelves with jars of stewed tomatoes, sauces, and ketchup, stretching their harvest into winter and beyond. And that's still the case today. With just a few plants, you can grow enough for fresh eating and home canning. Tomatoes are high yield, flavorful, and easy to preserve, making them a must for any recession-ready gardener. Each of these vegetables shares a few common traits. They're reliable, they store well, and they're packed with nutritional and economic value. Whether you're facing today's rising food prices, job insecurity, or just want more control over your food supply, these recession-proof crops offer time-tested wisdom. They helped our grandparents survive one of the toughest times in history, and they can help us thrive today. Do you have a favorite family recipe that features these recession-proof vegetables? Share it in the comments below, and let's inspire each other to cook and grow more sustainably. If you found this helpful, give this video a like and subscribe for more practical gardening wisdom rooted in real history.